Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to build a hyper-targeted leads list for cold outreach or cold outbound in general. And the idea behind this is if you worked with a company in the past in a certain industry, in a certain space, you want to look for exact companies like them that you can reach out to and just say, hey, I helped this company do this X in Y time, and like I have the exact blueprint and I can literally copy and paste it into your business. That's the idea, and you know you can help these people and you can get them the best results. So I'm going to show you all the processes and everything I use to build out something like this. So this is the ICP slash case study. So who you target or who you've basically helped before. Very important because of course you need to know who you've worked with before and you can put it into the softwares. Then I use Ocean for basically lookalike searches. And I use, so this basically uses AI to kind of tag companies. And what it does is when it tags the companies, it gives them a ranking from like 1 to 10. And also from that point, you then get a few different rankings for each kind of segment. So let's say the company structure or kind of industry or kind of like what they do in ICP to customers. So now that you have that, it'll rank it and you basically take the top, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, 40, and you know you can help these people. Then you use Instant Data Scraper to scrape it from Ocean for free. I run it through a workflow tool like Bitscale or Clay. I then run it through a software called Serper.dev that basically locates the websites for me. Then you put it through something like Apollo to enrich the company so you get the information. Then you run it through Export Apollo to export the leads, and then you run it through ClearOut. I'm going to walk through the whole process now. So this is Ocean. Login. You can definitely have a look, see kind of how it operates on that end. It's very good. So if I was to put in like BlackRock, oh, that's not how you spell BlackRock. ACK or OCK. That's not okay. Obviously, I can't spell. So when you put in BlackRock, it'll put in lots of like lookalike companies that are kind of like BlackRock. And obviously, like BlackRock's pretty huge, but like you see how it tags them with like industry tags and the amount of people, web traffic. It has all kind of this information. And obviously, you run it through and you see all this. And basically, you could buy the plan, and if you'd like to buy the plan, but when you do this at scale, it can get a little expensive sometimes. So I run this software called Instant Data Scraper, and as you can see, it'll basically scrape all the information from this. And it looks a bit deceptive because it's not there. But if I just hit locate next button, it'll do this, and then it'll locate the next button. If I just bring this back up, so if I just start crawling, oh yeah, so it'll ask for that. Ooh, sorry. And then basically, you now have kind of this, and you have the company name, which is what you're kind of looking for. So with this company name, if I was to take this, and if I was to take a few of these, and so what you would do is you basically download this, and then you bring this into, I use a software called Bitscale. And long story short, if you put a few company names in here, just like this, ooh, sorry. So usually you download, but obviously, I can just do this quickly, and I'll just put in 3. And then what you do is you put it through this software, and it basically has the name of the company. And then I go to a platform called Serper.dev. And the idea is you do a Google search on Serper.dev. So let me get this up here. Uh, where is it? I love not being able to find. Here we go. Oh, it's not this one. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna just edit this out. Right, so that's awesome. Byron API key. I'm not gonna. Oh, the API key is fucked anyways. There's nothing in it. Awesome. So this is Sharper.net. And the way this works is they have a few different like Google search operators and they also have a few. So if I come into Playground, you can do like a search. You can search for images, videos, places, maps, um, image search lens, web page, autocomplete. There's a lot of these different things that you can kind of do. And long story short, if you want to do something like this, you just put the query in and you have to set up the backend. It looks kind of like this, where you have to send the post request, the search, the XAPI key, and the content. And then I changed this ICP, so homepage of investor, INVESTR, because I've noticed that when you run a search like this, it can get kind of like boggled down and it doesn't really work. Oh, okay. So basically, awesome. So what you do is you come in here and you basically hit these kind of search operators and they'll search for you. And what it will do is if I come in here and I come into data and I go into kind of organic, and the first one will be like the BlackRock page. It'll be individual, so it'll be kind of all about BlackRock in general. And then what all you do is so like in this you just needed an API key, a search, a post, and have it output as JSON. And then from here you basically just export the link only. So if I come back, you see it'll be all of um, the domains. And then what you do is from here you take these domains and you come into Apollo. So the great thing about Apollo is that you can then enrich the company domains. So if I come in here, I come into company, and I come into include/exclude, and I come into here, you copy and paste, and you go save and search. And as you can see, there's a lot of employees because these are like the three biggest investing firms in America. But as you can see, you have all the information of the people that like that are in the company. And from here, you would just then export. So you take this link here, you bring it into, I use export apollo.co, but a lot of people use different software, it's more comprehensive. It doesn't really matter. But all you do is you just hit get started, and I think it should be, yeah, so I had some dummy information filled in here, and you just copy and paste in your URL, and then obviously you specify the amount of leads. So let's say this is 20K. It'll cost you around $30 for 20,000 leads, which is a bit of a bargain, in my humble opinion. It's quite good. So as you can see from this like process, we've done the Serper, or we've done the workflow, we've done Serper, and we've gotten Apollo and we've exported. Now we need to find the emails. So obviously, not everybody is going to have you're not going to find everybody's email. That's like literally impossible. Like if you can do that, you'd have probably the one of the greatest businesses known to man, because like it's just one of those things where it's pretty much impossible. So this is just a template Apollo sheet that you usually get. So when you export from here, this is a general like template you'll get. And as you can see, so obviously this is error, but you'll have some emails missing. And obviously you don't want that. So what I usually do is I come in here, I create a filter, I go like this, I go clear, and I go blanks only. So now you only have these empty ones. And since this is a hyper specified targeted leads list, you want to make sure that this is like you get as many emails as humanly possible. So what you do is you come here, you download and you download as a comma separated value, and then I use clear out. This is just me personally, but there's drop contact, there's find email, there's Toomba, there's loads of these. And all you do is you add a list and like you browse and you just, I'm not gonna click it because I have some stuff, but you just add this list in. And what it will do is it'll get the website and it'll get the name of the person and it'll loop through as many possible combinations as possible looking for the person's email. And once it gets a hit, then obviously it gets a hit and it'll report it back to you. It takes some time, but it's very good. So this is what it kind of looks like, where you have nothing, 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 nothing. These are all kind of empty emails. But after putting it through the email finder, this is what you're kind of left with. So let me just kind of export this out and I'll delete this column just so it looks nicer. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'll delete this column here just to make it look nicer. And I'm also going to clip. So now you have a few of the emails. So generally it's about a 50% hit rate. So if I come back here, obviously the first person was Ryan Ross, Joe, Louis, and you have Ryan Ross, you have Joe, which this is obviously the business one, you have Louis, and then you have Haley, Barb, and then B Powers, and now you have emails that previously you never had. And obviously you contact these people and they won't be on many databases, so you haven't like hit them before. That's the idea. So this is just kind of like my process. It's a little complex, but the idea is like this is a hyper targeted leads list, and if you're going to like it has to be a complex. Well, it doesn't have to be, but like it's going to be a complex process if you want to get complex information from people. And obviously, like these guys are worth a lot to you. Like if you can close one or two of them, like it depends on your ticket size, but like one or two clients, and our ad is probably like 5 to 10K easily. So this is kind of the process I go through. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want something like this done for your business as well, I run a lead generation agency called MTOS. I do a lot of this for a lot of my clients and run hyper like lead lists, and I use AI and stuff, all this like stupid stuff. But like if you want, we book 5 to 25 meetings on a performance basis. And if there's anything else, you can subscribe. I'll be dropping more content like this soon. Goodbye.